was your relationship like, the two of you on set?
Most of the scenes we did together, we were either yelling at each other or I was getting my ass kicked.
So I had a lot of fun.
We were friendly.
My memory of working with Ralph was we were best friends instantly.
Yeah, I knew this was coming. I totally knew this was coming.
You know, I'm surprised to hear you say that we were separated. We have to talk after this.
My first conversation about being Daniel LaRusso was with our director, John Avildsen, who I auditioned for. And instantly you could see this audition footage on YouTube. You could find it, and it's the first time ever I ever read the words of that character, who was Danny Weber in the script. I joke when they cast me, they had to add a few vowels and make him Italian-American. So the conversation, and in this video, what you can see is it's Avildsen explaining the character, explaining what he's going through, explaining the story.
Now, what's happened before this is that you've been at a Halloween dance with Allie, and everything was going terrific. These kids jump you and chase you, and they beat you up, and just before they wipe you out totally, Miyagi shows up.
But I did remember John Avildsen saying to me, I can't guarantee you anything right now, but if I were you, I'd take some karate lessons, which doesn't often happen. You know, a couple more hoops to jump through, and here I am. I got to be Daniel LaRusso.
First conversation was I was called in by the casting directors. I had auditioned for a different movie before that I didn't get. And through my manager, I got a phone call to come in and they want to talk to you. So I went to Columbia Pictures at that time. I was in my tank top, probably wearing a headband or something. I don't remember exactly, but I went in and they said, you know, there's this movie called Karate Kid. We think you'd be great for this part, Johnny. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know karate. I don't know how to ride my motorcycles. But there was one scene in this script that I really connected to, and somehow I just connected to the character, and I ran it through in my living room a bunch of times, and then the next day went and met John Avildsen, and he was sitting in a chair and he had his camera. He always had his video camera filming everything. And it was a scene cut out of the movie where I hand Daniel a death certificate at the water fountain, and he's like, what's this for? I go, you gotta get your mommy to sign it so you could be in the tournament with the big boys. And he says, I thought it was supposed to be no contact, and I say accidents happen. And then I walk away and he goes, hey, you think he might be wrong? And I go, who? And he goes, after your sensei, you think he might be wrong? And then my line is, watch your mouth, asshole. So on that line, that's when I walked over to John Avildsen and grabbed him, which you don't do. And I said, watch your mouth, asshole. And I kind of pushed him back. And then the room was still, and that's where the scene was supposed to end, but everybody was still watching me. So I kind of improv'd and went to the door. I said, read it and weep. I'll see you in the tournament. I went out in the waiting room and came in, took my headband off, which I was wearing. And I said, I'm sorry, that was Billy. That was Johnny. You know, I'm Billy. He goes, so how old are you? And he got kind of interested, you know, and he goes, you're a little taller than our Karate Kid. And I'm like, yeah, well, you know, Bruce Lee was smaller than, yeah, Bruce Lee was smaller than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He goes, hey, you got a point. He goes, all right, thanks, kid. And that was that. Sorry for the long answer.
Nah, it's a good answer.
You can cut it. You can just cut it.
That's a great answer. I was entertained the whole time.
Were you? Yeah.